Yo, what's going on? Last Bus to Mars here. Today, I'll show you how I create my bass lines to my lo-fi beats in 8 steps. Welcome to my channel and let's go! Before we go ahead, keep in mind that those steps can be used into any other type of beat. For this video, I'm using Studio 16 by Presonus. However, feel free to use any other choice. First, let's take a look at the beat we'll be working on. The chords are based on C major and D minor. To make it better, I duplicated it, shift an octave up, and kept the ending, so both layers can go on opposite direction. To create the drums, I start with the kick, added some hi-hats, and then a snare. A clap every 2 beats, and some noise in between to add a groove. For the bass, I used MIDI, no filters, no effects. As mentioned before, the chords are based on C and D. Let's record the root note of each. Quantize the notes, and we're done. See you next time! Only having the root note would kill your beat. Let's play with the rhythm. Let's experiment cutting the notes right in the middle, so we can have some sense of balance going on. See what happens now. With this simple action, the bass is already moving much better. Let's add some more groove to it by cutting more notes. Moving on, let's have some syncopation. Instead of having each note starting right at the grid, move them a little bit and have them sounding much more organic. My favorite way of syncopation is to start the next note before it actually hits. Now that you have a bass that's actually making your head shake, it's time to get off those boring 2 notes thing. Let's explore the notes around the chords we are using so far. There are 2 ways you can do it. Using your ears and doing what you feel is right, or if you know at least a little bit about music theory, a basic chord is made of root note, thirds and fifths. Either way, you can mess around until you find the right ones for your beat. That sounds more organic. Now let's play with some octave jumps. In terms of music, an octave is the distance between one note and the next note bearing its same name. Let's have some more space here so it's easier to visualize. I will cut the C note here and make the second part go one octave higher. Let's make this one go up. And let's make this one go up as well. The same way you can make your notes go higher, you can make them go lower. Let's see what happens now. I didn't like this E being too high, so I'll put it back in its place. I will also cut the F note at the end of the bar. Explore the notes you have and create some variations until you find the perfect sound for you. The C here is too low, I didn't like it. All of our bass notes are too tight to the grid so far. Let's offset them a little bit. Select all the notes you want. And drag them a little bit to your left. Just a few milliseconds should be more than enough to have that feel that someone is actually playing a bass guitar instead of having MIDI notes. Even if the difference is not huge, that's one of the steps that will make you sound much more professional. Now that we found all the notes we need, we pretty much have our bass line. Let's add some melodic feels to it. Adding a melodic feel at the end of the second bar, fourth bar, or both will keep your listener engaged to your song. For this video, we only have 2 bars. In this case, I'm adding a feel at the end of the second bar. Your bass can keep going over and over and over until the end of the song. However, think about creating a variation in between the bars. I won't cut the notes in any different way here. I'll keep them as they are, but I'll change the order of how they play. Let's talk about velocity. I saved this subject for last, however, I like to play with it as I compose. Each MIDI keyboard has a different type of sensitivity. Mine, for example, just by touching the keys, you have the velocity set up high. Velocity is the intensity each note will be played. You can change it note by note, or depending on the software you're using, you have ways to make it automatic. Studio One, for example, gives you the option to humanize the notes. And as the name suggests, I will skip the explanation for this one. And that should cover the basics on how to create a bass line for your lo-fi beats. Feel free to drop me a comment below if you liked the video. Also feel free to drop a comment below if you didn't like the video. Hit the like button, follow my channel. All my links of my social media are in the description below. See you next time.